Welcome to Event VODs. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
There's a world where GX find the right position, the right angle, and they get to lever the war. They have to stand on their own now.
Yeah.
Because Larson is getting blasted in that 1v1, but we'll be able to walk away. Jackie's a bit stronger in those early trades. Again, that passive from Orianna in the extended fights will just be the TP for TP trade. Okay. As Malrank stopping the base is really nice, but Isma's behind. So now it's not feeling so nice. He needs to start running. Quick arcade smash backwards. Rockets thrown at him. Overall, a bit of an awkward sequence, but Jackie's spending a lot of madness. Is that Elk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jomong madness, excuse me. Execute was Jung-hoon madness. He was that was the LEC equivalent. It paid off, though. Him and Poppy.
Right. No, but it hit
but
something.
It always hit. It always hit something. Now GX, all right. Cryo on the top side as they did shift their bot lane up, so they're going to get, it's like all three grubs here, but Execute is poking. Good root connect from Jun. Barbs, Isma going in, level 6, but Execute nice sidestep on the big old rock. It was a trade. For the Drake, nothing too flashy. Lot has to be careful not to get baited into the all-in here. Use of the mist will be the big thing. Mists, but Malrank still connecting. Ulti going in, but he's in the center of the circle. Lot healing up a bit, courtesy of that passive. Oh gosh. Well, Malrank will walk away. Teleport timers are desynced a bit, so there's a room for Adam to maybe make a play while Lot's abilities are on cooldown. But I think now we see on top side if the play will work out. Isma fishing for the ulti, taking his time, getting the flash out of Patrick. Not burning an ulti of his own, still holding on to his flash. And damn, Rogue's resources are innocent bystanders in this entire contest. I am just asking them to murder each other one time. And Isma's going to be happy to oblige me, but he's already been ulted. Luckily, not under tower. His ulti will hit Patrick, and now Patrick's going to be in trouble. Noah's going to try to finish the job. Barrier going down. Noah flashing away. Patrick's still alive! Jackie's tries to throw the ball down. It's Noah who's going to die! The shockwave, he wasn't watching the ball! Oh, that's supposed to be a rule for a different sport, but it applies in League of Legends too. He took his eye off the ball!
We went from goal immediately on the Rift. And I'm shocked that Patrick managed to step away and then still actually go down alongside Noah.
We have a friend named Patty, that's why that's funny to me. Patrick,
I'm an Irish man. We have a day named after him.
That's fair. Yeah. I think would have been fine. Could have been a more positive trade, but now GX have a 1K gold lead. Bot lane getting a lot of that. They're now trying to start a play as the tree wall combo comes out. Noah zoned, will get flicked back. This should just be a quick kill to kick things off. GX, have they now overstayed their welcome? It's a 3v2, but Jackie's is on the way in. He doesn't have a shockwave, but it's just around the corner. 2 seconds, it's about to come up. Jun finding 2 with the lockup. Shockwave whiffing completely because it was attached to Jun. A moment of miscommunication. TP now going in. Lot has finally arrived. Needlework coming out. Patrick on the way down. And a little bit messy.
That's kind of what we saw in Isma talking about in that interview with Esports. It feels like people sometimes on different pages, communication isn't there. And prime example, Jun flashes out, Jackie misses the shockwave, and now it's Rogue who get the pick, get the TP from Lot as well, and will secure the dragon off the back of us.
Yeah, sitting pretty comfortably in the game. Admittedly, both mid laners, Archangels, they're just trying to scale up. We'll see what the 80 carries backs look like. Should be a little bit free. I mean, the sports
we're all collectively.
I don't know if you can do the math on how many years they've been playing Magic, but it might lead you to understand how little sports I played.
If only they did a baseball set.
Yeah, there's gonna be some more room to talk about things that are in League of Legends than I expected. All right.
Okay. There is no hollowed mist.
No hollowed mist. This should just be it. He waits to the one button that matters. It's a quick pick on the bottom side. It does mean conceding the Herald, but now Rogue transition this into a tower. A nice early look. And they already got Warfare and first brick at the same time. So the feats are theirs.
Yeah, it will be traded though by Jackie's on that top side. So yes, the feats are potentially going to a third dragon. We can't really get vision control that we need, and Rogue are able to poke us down. So now they're just going to try and hard force off of getting bot tower down.
Jackie's eyes on the ball. Patrick won't make the same mistake twice. Both teams just getting zoned off. Lot finally here. It's a full 5v5. GX taking better position. They've still got the Herald in the bot lane. Jun on the flank as well. The ulti is going to connect onto Isma. That's a good start, but there's no follow-up.
It's only about trying to buy time. If Isma can't damage the dragon, a Rogue can damage him.
Yeah, get a bit more poke. You're right. Extended play expected to favor Rogue, although the big ones from Noah are hitting. Lot now immediately going in. Gwen immune. Isma getting chunked out, but might be able to focus on the objective. Malrang still able to throw down the ult. Isma needs to get behind the rest of the team. The retreat going in. Jun Force back as well. 4K getting lower. Flick back not going to hit onto Lot. How much longer on the Hallowed Mist? But it looks like GX are just going to retreat. They don't want to flip anything else. So in the war of attrition, Rogue come out on top.
Good patience from Rogue on the...
To get through. For GX, need to get that first win. Need to get that confidence back.
Ooh, they're just going to try and rush the Adakan. Rogue aren't really in a position for this. They're trying to get there now, but I don't think they realize this is going down. Only now
we said when you don't have engage, this is one way to get a fight that's favorable. They just forced an objective. Malrang immediately getting 5K getting lower. They don't really have time to finish this, but will it just end up being a leash because Isma's just getting chunked out. The jungler's gone. They've leashed it for Rogue. Rogue, are they going to back away or are they going to keep it going? Malrang still staying in the pit. Execute off to the side. Has been zoned away. Lot can do a lot of work. Nice advance coming in from Malrang. He dodges the shockwave. He gets the objective. He withdraws straight back to base. Larson going in. John finding a beautiful knockup, but will it cost him his life? Now trying to get away the clone. The flick back. Still connecting. Patrick about to get taken out, but again, it's only a false life because they managed to steal the objective. Adam also getting sent back. It's a huge gold influx for GX, but a pretty tragic steal.
Because if there was a front to back, I think GX all would have died there, and Rogue would have come in massively ahead.
And now another fist fight. Rogue completely grouped here in the bottom lane. Poke again connecting onto Isma. This is the struggle of the Skarner we mentioned before. It's so hard for him to just dive in and start a fight, but now Lot is that much closer. Lockup still there from Execute. 3 stacks trying to get in with a few more. Malrang about to get taken out. Lot now running. Those ulti charges gone. It's Larson on the flank, and Adam starting to do a lot of work in the fight as Patrick finds the shutdown.
Rogue coming out on top. Fight was way more coordinated this time around, managing to set up, prevent Isma from being able to get over the wall, get him down, and from that point forward, GIANTX are just on the back foot the whole time. Dragon, Soul for Rogue, mid-tower, now
Continuing
gone.
to poke, and that's their engage option gone.
I'm not gonna lie, I would hate my life if Isma right
so
now.
hard.
It's so miserable.
I am not a good enough, like I am not a, this is why I could never play Skarner. I don't have the mental fortitude in a game like this to stay in that game.
No.
I would break the Summoner's Code. This man, mental of steel to continue trying, hoping that this time the VAR assault would miss. Patrick just continues to free hit the objective. Jackies can try and find a way in. Jun here as well. Nice wall from Larson, but a little bit late. Lot now coming over the wall. They're looking for the fall. If they steal, this game can turn around in an instant. Adam now on a killing spree. Malrang taken down. Isma the only jungler in the pit, and he hit both of them. He moved the ult. It finally happened. They touched the slug. They died.
The one thing they had to do was not go into
Straight that same patience, but it's no longer on their terms. Isma chunked out, but is able to walk away before the root connects from Execute. GX trying to poke a little bit back. Good big one coming in from Noah. Jackie's with movement speed steroids, the shielding as well. Ulti from Patrick again onto Isma. This time it looks like they have the damage to finish the job. Isma dead, but Lot's found his way into the back line, but it's not enough. He goes golden, he bites a brief moment. Jackie's now follows up, looks for the shockwave. It's a flashback out. It only hits onto Larson. Lot still retreating. The arrow! Patrick finding the target as GX continue to push forward. They're being zoned away. The Baron empowering them, but they're getting lower and lower. Patrick continuing to poke. Jackie's desperately wants this tier 2 tower.
They might actually be able to get the tier 2, although as I say that Patrick getting some good damage on the back line, but the biggest issue there, both Jun and Isma had burnt. Okay.
If they don't see him, this is a good play. And they did not see him. Noah caught, shut down there, Rogue. Priority access now, GX. Everything was going good. They found the one fight that they were looking for, but now they're going to need to find another. Good news is Patrick very low. No lifesteal, really. Might not matter, however.
Isma can look for the steal over the wall. They have some vision. Actually, won't actually spot where the other is. Clone will, though.
Jun ready to kick things off. TP from behind. Here comes the Gwen. 4K getting lower. Rooted. 3K. Who's going to get the objective? Shockwave having in the meantime, but it might not matter if it already goes down. Isma getting taken out. Discipline from Rogue. They're not going to get the objective any lower. Or is it? They finally managed to take it. Elder down. Lot in the midst of everyone. Rogue only able to grab 3 in the context.
I need to get something. Isma. Oh, might actually find the angle.
Got an angle, only managed to get Execute, but that's a good start to the fight. Execute immediately retreating. Isma also just walking away. They get the flash off the Karma. He's in the middle. It's, you know, he wants to take a gap here. He wants to find himself. Still has to pay bills, though. Still got to show up, you know? Has to be here to take care of the boys as Rogue starting the objective, trying to force GX into them, but they're a little bit split. It's execute off to the side. I don't know what the flanking Karma does. I guess it watches out for other flankers, does a little bit of poke. 10K is a very slow objective for Rogue. They don't have anyone who's really good at taking this. I think Talia might actually be their best source of sustained damage, but Patrick is hitting.
So
5K, GX going for Elder instead. They're just going to concede the Baron. Jackie's chunked. Wall going down. Now Jackie's might just be in trouble. Larson trying to find the angle. Flash over the wall. Jackie's not quite going to get caught. Team split. GX retreating. But again, the Baron is already down in favor of Rogue. Purely good for them if they can extend this play. Stop GX from taking anything else.
I think it was a mistake from Jackie's. That ultimate could have been key to catching Rogue as they try and come back in and take vision, but now you don't have that tool, and Rogue establishing themselves once more. The poke will just start to rain down again. GX, I think they just...
To get set up here. So GX have sunk a lot into this. Patrick now in trouble. Ulti still managed to connect on the Gwen. He's immediately retreating. He's got the barrier. Got a ton of shielding between the Karma, executes item actives, and his own barrier. When ulti now being thrown out, a lot burned there by GX.
Yeah, they really wanted to get that pick.
And remember, Money's just being deleted in the mid lane in the meantime. Ulti somewhat blocked by Jun. Good use of the clone. 12K. But I think if you're Rogue, you don't want to flip this.
No, you just want it to reset. You can see they're just kind of leaving it where it is.
Dragon will just get
you're fine with that as Rogue. Again, look where Adam is. He's just got pushing. Yeah.
Ooh. GX in a tough spot. A lot of teams fumble here when they're caught between something like an Elder defending their base. Lot retreating, does still have the TP. Rogue starting the objective. Adam resetting. Perhaps the TP back in. Locke's going to be the one to TP first, looking for the flank. Now it's Adam TPing in as well. Larson going for the flick. He hits Isma. Execute waiting behind with the Gwen waiting. Adam going to go in, trying to make it an isolated 1v1. Does not want to let him get in on the squishier backline. Adam now running as the Gwen tries to reset the fight. Goes a little bit. Gold to the Elder has gone down for GX in the meantime. Rogue need to get the hell out. So far, they still won the fight. The Gwen in trouble. Larson going to try and finish the job. Lot will eventually fall. It's a threat of fall. He does go the wrong way, so they get the Elder.
This is a tough ask for GIANTX.
See the damage Delta champions, the poke, the story of this entire game. No chance for Corki, Orianna, or Gwen to team fight. It's just the Jace and the Varus endlessly throwing out these skill shots. Flash forward, they're trying to lock up Jackie's. Jung looking to turn the fight. No one needs to do so much work, needs to do so much damage. The Karma's so low, but the shields are still there. No one wants to finish it, but he just can't get any kill done. They're all blinking. Chemtech doing a little bit of work. Finally, Malring will fall, but he does get the ult off in time. Noah, one Corki versus the world. Technically riding a Corgi as well. You hold the line. Now all of Rogue retro is that single interaction.
Yeah. Okay,
ulti. Managing to hit one back. Isma's connected. Jun looking for an angle to the backside. He's only going to connect to one. Malrang now running. He's a fast little tree, and he is fast enough to escape.
He's so fast. What?
How the hell did he get out of there?
I have never seen a tree move that fast, ever.
I've never seen a tree move, but I imagine it would be surprising if they did it that fast. Adam running. Does just get massively chunked out. The poke war just continues to rage as Isma very happy to have that whoosh. But we'll still walk in anyway. Decent shielding coming out from the Mantra E. The Defiance from Execute.
This is a brave move.
Do not have the vision set up.
Yeah, they're basically banking on Jackie's having a reset, which he does, but he can still TP into the fight after clearing the wave.
Is it just a double TP in lane to try the end of the game? No, they want to TP in for the fight. Clone there, 8K. Isma could just go over the wall. Is it just going to come down to a 50-50? Malrang ulting. Rogue turning for the fight. I like the call. Lot doing good damage, but goes gold. Buys a second. Now it's Noah who's jumping forward. Noah immediate cleanse on the ulti coming up from the bars, but Lot's been taken down in the meantime. Patrick now unstoppable. I didn't even see who got the Baron. The answer is GX. Jackie's running. They managed to get out with 3-4 players. Jun trying to get a bit more space. They're trying to retreat to hold the line. Keep in mind that mid lane is still vulnerable. Could be attacked. Jackie's running away, a bit slowed by Larson. They want to shut down these Barons so they can just end the game. Jackie's almost finding one with the shockwave. Gets two! They line it up for him! The ball finding the kills! Malrang now running Rogue! This catastrophe! What is going on? They might have. And we'll always remember this day, Rob. Some people, you know, T1 2016, not us, Rob. We'll remember this. Game 1, 45 minutes, GX versus Rogue. The weirdest fight we've ever seen and ever cast.
How big are the coins, though?
It's a very good question. We need more details. This is the lore that they're not giving us enough info on. We need a segment called Lore with Lore. I know this has been pitched before,
Yes.
but there's too many rhymes around this. All right, Rogue, disengaging, buying space with the Maokai ultimate. Flick back onto Isma, solid. GX pushing. Jackie's very fast. Shockwave not going to hit. Quick flash out from Malrang. Lot now chasing down Adam. Wall going in to potentially isolate Jackie's. Lot is fast, but Execute is there as well. Extra shield going in, looking for the knockback. The Lot still standing, but the plan force backwards. Can't quite finish the kill.
They get the mid-terror off the back of it, though.
50 seconds of Elder. They're going to break the second inhib here. If GX don't over-push, I think they've won the game.
Yeah, all they need to do is just get that top wave now. Lock can TP back in. You push that, you get your final tower down. I don't know if you're here to defend it.
Arsenal's going to have decent setup. They can zone one wave off with Malrang's ultimate, but Isma's now in a position where he can body block. So the tower's just going to go down. Shockwave hits one, but only Larson. So Jackie's might die. Ulti fall off, not quite going to connect onto Jun. TP back coming in from Adam. Isma chunked out. Shirelia's used. GX now zooming back out. Locket already used. Extra movement speed from the Shirelias as Patrick flashes in, rinsing and repeating the ult onto Isma. Isma might be in trouble, but he manages to lock up two. Jun with the follow-up. Huge combo. Larson coming in, but it might be too late. Jun with the flick back. Now it's an even fight. Lock continuing forward. Noah trying to lay down a bunch of damage. Now the Gwen ready to take over. Malrang and Larson, the last two surviving as Execute continues to run for the hills. For the rest of GX, eyes on the prize. They don't want the fight. They want the game. Sprinting it down mid. Trying to end it.
Lot needs to stop the bases. He doesn't know where they are.
They're split up. He's indecisive. He gets wrong. No, Lot. You could have.
Epic.
Yeah, I mean, he sold his boots a long time ago, so he's a big
tower, vulnerable. Shockwave hitting two. Execute flashing out. Malrang trying desperately to hold on, but the Delta Dragon, they haven't finished it yet. 6K getting lower. They don't have a jungler in the area. 10K, it does reset. Noah has to stop his 1v1. Instead needs to return to his PvP aspirations. Malrang getting massively chunked and completely deleted. Surely that's the end.
Yeah, Rogue are just getting sloppy. Malrang wants to try and get in towards Elder, but they're losing their inhibitor, or sorry, their Nexus turret as well. GIANTX now. They have it. They have their jungler here.
Elder, Execute steps forward. I don't think there's any reason to do that, but he will anyway. Elder down. We'll try their hardest. 2 minutes left on this Elder. If Rogue get this Baron, and sorry, if GX get this Baron, I don't think Rogue can win the game. That should be it. That should be the death blow.
Really, yeah. I just don't see a role where Rogue can hold on.
And yet it might exist, Rob. It might happen. Isma running forward.
I went off the magic carpet.
Shirelia's. We're in here till the bitter end. Or the happy end. We'll see the context. GX breaking inhibs left and right. Ready to march. Malrang ulting. The team a bit split on their decisions here. Flick only hitting Isma. Hope taking about half his health. Elder still there for a minute and 10 seconds. I don't think Rogue can wait this out. But GX, the very least, gonna get 3 inhibitors. But maybe one more Baron.
I think this is it. Double super creeps. You can see them marching down every single lane now with all 3 inhibitors gone. This makes it next to impossible.
Isma going in. Doesn't hit anybody.
Oh no! Oh no!
No! A big throw! A lot of them as a team, but they managed to one-shot Adam. Noah, GX pushing forward. Noah managed to find a lot of damage, but they can't quite finish the kills. Surely that should just be it, but Jackie's is so damn low. Jun trying to find the engage. Malrang in the midst of the team. Off to the side is Patrick, but he can't finish the kill. Noah now going in. Patrick trying to get a bit of damage done. The game is over! GX won. Just the ability to go unstoppable in the face of the Poppy and the Sejuani together.
Alright, so GIANTX going to try and strike first here, at least, or answer for what's happening on the top side of the map. Looking at the Dragon is, this does make a lot of sense again. I think Malrang definitely wants to try and keep windows of opportunity for Adam to try and play through a side lane with this Olaf, and the early boy groups make sense. Also just the fact that you're a tier machine versus a BF sword already on Noah means that it would be a little bit terrifying to try and fight this one out.
Yeah.
So Adam able to just clear out the wave and keep himself happy. And now I imagine we'll get the reset once more, because you kind of want to get this matchup as Adam into the age rock, but we'll have to see.
Probably something we keep our eyes on. Objective trade, as you highlighted, for now. Normally the range of something like the Ezreal is what stops her from being able to use that. Is Isma has overstayed. There's a level 6 here. He's going to Q away. He's going to flash away. Flash and first blood from Malrang.
The Malrang
unperceived. This brush, waiting for an opportunity to go onto Jackie's. Doesn't have flash.
Oh.
Malrang, ulti ready, locks up Jackie's. The ulti goes through the wall. Jackie's in trouble. Caught the pin, and Patrick.
Ages, and Malrang has always been someone who loved to gank. Now getting the work done as nice sidestep from Larson. But
Isma cannot finish the kill.
face this Kai'Sa, because traditionally the Kai'Sa wants to look for the level 6 breakpoint.
Jackie's might just die again. Flag, drag, Rel coming over the wall. Jackie's ignited. He doesn't have a flash this time around, but Isma now trying to body block. Extra healing coming in. They managed to save him. Jun with the knockup, the follow through, the stun over the wall. Now the severing bolt. Jackie's gets one back. Oh, excellent play from support jungle to save Jackie's.
I thought maybe they try and continue up towards these boy grubs here, but Rogue might just be able to get all of them as GX forces the top half.
Malrang. Connection there from Lot. Flag and drag forward, but extra damage. Lot probably dead. Will be forced to flash. At the very least, Cataclysm to follow. Execute getting pulled backwards. Malrang just barely not out of tower range. Jun now falling up. Another severing bolt. But they're grouped up this time, so they deny the extra damage. In the meantime, the Drake will fall. So 6 grubs to 2 Drakes. Malrang is forced to flash from the severing bolt.
But it does mean that Rogue don't really get anything on this top side. They moved 4 members up
where
here.
Having that additional bit of tankiness can go a long way, especially when you're going to have someone like Noah diving face first into you. Execute looks like he's been caught. Noah to follow. Execute ulting, gets the aftershock off, interrupted by the steadfast presence. Meanwhile, Malrang taking very careful about not stepping too far up. You can see immediate dash out using the Arctic Assault to escape. First tower will fall. A bit unceremonious.
For Rogue, they could actually just play to help support Patrick from pushing it in, but they're going to start up this objective, and GIANTX have already reset, so they're not even going to be here to contest.
But for Rogue to have it, extra prio, especially when they've already broken mid lane. It's going to be so easy to knock down these side lane towers, maybe even push for a tier 2. Multiple pressure points on the map. 21 seconds till that objective spawns, but this Herald falling does mean objective feat. Boot upgrade to the side of Rogue.
Limbo of, well, we're not getting the spot push, we've lost out a mid push, and now it's Rogue who actually gets to set up the objective. Loss, going to keep pushing on top, so I think GIANTX is going to trade, but Larson calls.
Larson, 4th mark now coming through. That's the stun. Nice timing on the flash to make it out. I believe he does have the Merc Tread to stay a little bit healthier. Rod of Ages as well. That additional HP keeping him healthy, keeping him standing. Chemtech Drake down. Adam. Malrang, Patrick on the chase, debating if they want to continue with this one. TP down from GX. Adam, defensive ult now just to run this one out. Rogue, good call to just retreat. Recognize the TP is coming in and have backed off, but Adam now in trouble. Spiraling Despair is there. Severing Bolt gonna connect. Kill finish now from Jackie's. Execute running. Huge damage falling from Lot. Malrang trying to turn it back. It's Patrick and Malrang versus the world, but Jun wants to get this kill locked down. No one able to finish off Lot. Malrang getting lower and lower. The flag and drag through, but not quite hitting the priority target as the target falls. Jun, another knockback into the wall, another Severing Bolt, and a shutdown to Lot. It's a huge.
They kind of brought GIANTX back into it. We're starting to see it creep in this game as well. This is a little bit of an overforce, yeah, a little bit.
But they have vision control. It's voracious. So again, if they can sneak this, the bonus to objectives would be big. But instead, they're going to back off.
I feel like they're trying to fake Larson in the game too. Felt like they kind of understood how they want to play the map. Now they just look like they have no clue, and GIANTX are
Now they
capitalizing.
might be caught. Execute trying to find a way out. Interrupt on the crash down. Severing Bolt pre-prediction or aimed at Larson. Not clear, but they managed to find the kill. And Patrick does good damage. Isma healing up though. Chemtech Rip, that extra shielding, extra healing. So quick, easy pick on the Execute. And now GX can just start the Drake. TP up topside. They're just going to concede this.
Yeah, Larson, but I don't like this from Larson. You are the sole member of your team with teleport.
Also,
and now you've just gone to get away.
They just go Otacon?
Yeah, they just go Otacon. That's what I was going to say, yeah. This is...
GX are the better gamblers. That's the thing that we've learned. These boys know their Kenny Rogers. They know when to hold them. They know when to fold them.
Their Balatro scores are through the roof.
Their Balatro scores are through the roof. They got blue chips. They got red chips. Patrick and Malrang at least got this tower. So 2 towers traded in the end. It's not too bad. But it is Otacon. Oh, I thought it was Rat.
He's not very tanky if you want someone to do that. And look at, like, yes, you've got members of GX on Baron, but there's a lot more members that are in the jungle right now.
Shattering Strike missing. Snare connecting. Execute getting chipped out before he can even arrive. Steadfast Presence is gone, though, so potentially a brief window of opportunity. Again, you're only fighting for false lives here. Trying to take Jun out of the equation. 5K. Objective leash. Fight off to the side as well. Adam now trying to get the hell out. Spiraling Despair going down. Adam just barely able to sneak away. 4K on the objective. What is the call? Flag and drag out. Execute now going in. Patrick untouched. Keep your eyes on the Ezreal. He has to make the difference. One member going to be sent packing. Noah finally withdrawing. GX. The objective resetting. Ulti across the top. So the recall's coming out in exchange for
members, but we're back on Baron.
Rogue full committal. They see Lot on the bottom side of the map. Maybe they're hoping to get that TP out. Jackie's waiting over the wall. Does see them with the Scryers. Ward behind. Rogue have to turn onto one side. It looks like the answer is to go face first into Jackie's, hoping to find that fight. They're caught between a rock and a hard place here. 4K getting lower. Patrick in the midst of the pit, likely just to follow the Ezreal, the strongest point on the map, deleted in an instant. Rogue have fumbled. It's on Adam to try and turn the fight, but the lifesteal, his ability to rampage through this one is not enough. Double kill coming in for Noah. Rogue collapsing in this Baron exchange.
Rogue have bitten off a bit more than they can chew, and in the last game may have just tired themselves out, as GIANTX are making better decisions consistently. And now they will find themselves with the Baron.
With healing reduction and armor penetration starting to come through. The threat of the Olaf, the effectiveness of the Sundered Sky on Jarvan heavily diminished. So GX going to grab Soul as well. Bounties have now spawned. Just getting one pop there. Knock back to the wall. Execute now needs to make his way out. Larson trying to hold on as long as possible. The pop from the ulti, not quite enough to finish him. The extra shielding coming in, but Larson will eventually go down. Flash you're talking about.
Eviscerated where they stood. Rogue try to enter a part of the map that doesn't belong to them in GIANTX. They're happy to take those kills. Waves not even in a position to really do anything, so GIANTX kind of standing there, staring at Rogue, knowing they're about to break open their home.
And credit to GX, holding on in that last game, weathering the storm, coming in stronger in this game too, setting themselves up for success, finding these angles, these fights, and now these immense individual leads. Much more dominant performance. And I don't want to say it's a draft diff, but this draft does feel better for GX, I would say, compared to game one.
Yeah, big time. You having engage, ease of access to different folks, it's a good old time for GIANTX.
All right, Rogue. I don't know if there's a rabbit in that hat, but you need to pull something out of it. Rogue holding the line, but likely the inhibitor's still going to fall.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like they just keep pulling more handkerchiefs out of the hat, and it's not really getting anywhere.
Malrank finding two, but Noah ready to go with an ultimate. Victor ulti on top, but Noah still has the shielding from the ulti, and Lot is off to the side. Execute manages the fancy footwork around one. Adam still in the midst of the team, but Noah does so much damage. Three-man lockup coming in for the crushing maw. Jackie's finally active in the fight. Isma grabbing that kill onto Larson, but it's all eyes on Patrick. Can he make the difference? GX whittling away slowly but surely. Mid and jungle already dead for the side of Rogue. Surely this is the end. Patrick doesn't even have enough mana to kill all 5 members. On his way out, GX focus on the objective. Patrick straying too far forward, forced to flash. Not enough mana left. Lot on a killing spree. Adam taken out as well. GX, 55-minute game 1, but in game 2 they find redemption, and now they're playing with their food. It's a whole hell of a lot of confidence. GX will close this out 2-0. One last steadfast presence, one last kill onto Malrank, and they will take this game, their first series win in LEC Spring.
And a big win at that, especially after last week losing 2-0 to Vitality.